Looking for back Mr. Hour with updates. One of the lay down. We look at UKV, how to touch the next 5 days, and a text look at GFS, ECM, and if we're UK Met Euro for the next 12 weeks. That will take us to the first stages of September, and I'll have that delivered in a second as well. Just let you know that the video yesterday was the ECMWF European Outlook for the 30-day forecast, so please check out that video from yesterday. So please do like and subscribe so I can keep making these forecasts for you and obviously deliver the content that you need for this. Anyway, let's get started. It's looking like quite an interesting week. So if you do have a live radar, you can see there's a little bit of rain here and there. But most of it is in southwest or somewhere in the northeast of UK. So some very weak light showers in northeastern England. Nothing more than a light drizzle really with these showers, so not too wet, just a bit damp. But further northwest, we've got some more active showers around and active bands of rain. Some heavier pulses here in Cornwall. Could even get a bit heavy at times, actually. And further spells of heavy rain at times. Could be thundery at times as well. Looking at the UKV, have a look at the next 5 days, and the temperatures as well. Now, these models have been wobbling a little bit as we've been going through the weeks. Keeps changing its location on the trunk of the thunderstorm, so we'll have to see which one is which and what I think is going to happen. But yeah, it's starting a bit cloudy, a bit grim today, but could even see some patchy drizzle at times as well. But throughout tonight, you can see a band of rain will move into Ireland and another band of rain will move into London. In southern England, that could be heavy and thundery at times, and that weakens and it moves up. Could still be a bit thundery at times, actually, with some heavy pulses, and behind it, heavy thundery showers likely to end the day, and sunshine as well in between the showers. On to Thursday, we've got a band of heavy thundery showers moving in England for the early stages of Thursday. And that moves up, bringing some heavy rain from it and some lightning. So yeah, I expect the Met Office actually to get some weather warnings for this. So hail, lightning, gusty winds, and then obviously heavy, frequent torrential rain is possible. Could even see some localised flooding at times. And you can see even behind it, we've got a lot of heavy thundery showers as that low wraps around. And into Friday, a band of heavy rain moves in from the west. This time it's more general rain. Over to Saturday, Atlantic weather front moves in. This is a normal weather front this time, so not really that thundery, I guess. Maybe in some areas though. With some persistent rain moving into the western, southwestern areas, with some heavy showers remaining into Sunday. And some clear spells possible as well. Looking at the temperatures, we'll see there's a bit of a warm trend going on. One of these days could be quite warm and if not hot and muggy at times. But Scotland is actually well away from this hot, humid, muggy air mass. We're back into the mid to high teens, 19 degrees in Ayrshire, so feeling quite pleasant though in the sunshine. Northern England, high teens, low 20s. Highs are 22 degrees in Western England. We've got a band of North Sea cloud around, so it's going to keep the North Sea a little bit cooler and also a bit of a breeze as well. Central and southern England, we're into the mid-20s widely, 26, 25, maybe even an isolated 27 degrees. So feeling quite hot and muggy at times. Now looking over to Wednesday, again, Scotland's a little bit warmer actually, this time more widely in the low 20s, 22 degrees, maybe even 23 degrees in Ayrshire, so feeling quite warm actually. Northern England, low to mid-20s, 24 degrees, it's likely northeastern England. Other than Sheltered Hills, of course, or the Peak District. Central Southern England, very similar, mid-20s, 25, 26 Celsius likely. And then over to Thursday, a little bit cooler at times. A little bit in Eastern England, let's say. So obviously Eastern Scotland is a lot cooler than Western Scotland because we're still hanging on to some relatively warm air mass for time for Scotland. 23 Celsius still likely, but in the northeast we're likely to see 16 degrees, and obviously a bit cooler under the thundery showers, of course. High teens, low 20s likely in Northern England, mid 20s in England and Wales. 24, 25, maybe even 26 Celsius in East Anglia. Now looking over to Friday. Again, a little bit cooler there as well. Again, even for Scotland, now back into the teens, but still could see 22 Celsius in some areas of eastern Scotland, and then obviously to England, again, high teens, low 20s, could see 23 degrees. England could see high teens, low 20s widely, basically, so high to 23 degrees is likely. And then over to Saturday, again, getting even cooler. Scotland back into the teens, and that's the same for Northern England, maybe 20 an isolated 20 Celsius. And then Southern England, high teens, low 20s, 22 degrees, a little bit around average, perhaps a bit below average in some areas. If we do quickly have a look at the Cape levels, quite interesting Cape throughout the days. We've got some intense Cape in the southwest there, that could even bring southwestern England. And some more further Cape levels moving into Northern England as well. So South Yorkshire as well could see some of this interesting Cape levels. In the Peak District could be quite interesting actually. 1,000 Cape could obviously bring some heavy thundery showers. Could be quite interesting there. And then into Thursday, looking even more. Look at that Cape. That's around 2,000 Cape levels, which could be very, very energetic, let's say. Very dangerous Cape levels, actually. Could be, if this had to come up with some precipitation, it could be very, very violent. Very violent, really, with the thunderstorms. So obviously, do be aware if you're walking that weather, because it could be very, very active. Even in the night, it could be quite a lot of Cape levels. Into Saturday, that Cape is mostly gone, but some areas, into Friday, let's say, still see some heavy thundery showers, not as intense as Thursday and maybe Wednesday, actually. And a bit, not as much as the week. There's still a risk of thundery showers at times in the Midlands as we get some heavy showers after weather fronts, as we move in between other unstable air masses. Now looking over to the GFS, you can see here where that low comes from. This is a heavy thundery low pressure system moving northeasterly from the southwesterly direction. And then we've got another low pressure system wrapping around it, so it's going to bring some more fresher air masses to it. Same goes for Sunday. This is coming from the southwest. Again, that could be a bit thundery at times. September, we do see high pressures. There's a transient ridge building, so southeast-southwesterly air mass, but then after that, it turns a bit more unsettled in the northwest this time, and even a little bit more stormy into early September. With that could be a named storm actually. They've got 2 named storms that could be approaching in the southwestern areas. That could also be some heavy rain as well. If you have a look at the wind gusts for this, you can see that could bring. I can't really see it from there, but that could be quite powerful. 40, perhaps even 50 mile/hour wind gusts on the southern coast if that had to play off. So quite unusual for the time of year, but it is not new. Well, it is storm season really after September, so it's happening. And there's another ridge of high pressure building in, so a bit changeable there, and it does still show into settling down a little bit, bringing the south to southeast westerly air mass, bringing some warmer continental air from the south. Looking over to the ECM, you can see again we've got that thundery low pressure moving in, bringing some unsettled conditions and quite energetic conditions at times. Weekend again a bit unsettled really as that wraps around, so still going to be cool and showery. And into September, we still have that signs of that low pressure system could be moving in from the southwest. Then looking at the UK Met Year run for midnight on Monday. Again, we've got that thundery low pressure moving in, and it's going to bring some unsettled conditions, but even gusty at times in the southwest. Into the weekend, we've got a low pressure system moving in to the northwest, quite a stable air mass there. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.